Hello, welcome to an explanation of how to integrate Structures Office and MATLAB. The quickest way to getting a script to work inside of MATLAB is to run Structures Office through the various steps that you want to perform inside MATLAB, or create the basic setup for it. By that I mean you might want to build up a particular type of section and then edit the dimensions later, create a mesh. It's just faster to start up Structures Office, run through the basic steps to get you in the ballpark of what you want to do inside MATLAB, and then once you've got the log file, then we have to convert that log file to the MATLAB language. And we're going to need to set a path to the Structures Office classes they're just convenience classes for MATLAB, and then executing the log file. So to do the conversion, first thing you got to do is find the converter in the installation, and you'll find that usually under in the installation folder, Structures Office, under the MATLAB folder. And the converter is called Convert Log File to MATLAB File.exe. And you want to probably move that to a convenient location, the desktop, or if you're going to be doing this quite a bit. So let's just go through the process of building a simple log file. Is start up Structures Office, and I'll just build a simple T here. $75, 1, 5, 4, 15, 5.8, and call that good. And then I'll get some section properties here. Get geometric section properties, get a snapshot of that so I know what I just did. I want to look at results. I want to make sure I'm getting the right results. And okay, so there it is. I'll get out of here and call this good for creating my log file. I don't need to save anything. Now I went over, as I told you, you will find the conversion utility underneath Structures in the installation folder, Structures Office MATLAB, convert log file right here, and I just made a shortcut over here. So now I'll just start that up, and I'll go get my log file, which is underneath your user's account in the temp folder. And if you sort by date, you'll get the last one. And if you look in here, it's the day, the hour, 24-hour clock, minute, and second is how it's named. Click OK. Okay, and then I want to put that in /temp, and I will call it simple T. And call. Okay, so I've loaded the simple T from the log file that we created and converted to MATLAB, and you'll find that it's got a addition to the path to the installation folder, which you may have to adjust if you didn't install it here. And then underneath the MATLAB folder, there's two classes: STOX section, which is a class that contains all the methods, and then another class, STO section prop, which contains the various section properties enumerations. So I made a couple of additions here. One was to get out the area, and I'll just go back through and do that again. Notice that I have to do a conversion to an M32, and so I do a STO section prop dot tab, and I'll pick area, and that's that. Okay, so now let's fire it up and walk through it. So here we are. We're going to step over the creation of the section. You notice it brings up the Structures Office application. Step over the creation of the cross section, the T. Now I'm going to compute the geometric section properties. Okay, now I'm going to get out the area, and we'll find that that area is 23.16, and we should always go back and check that, yeah, the area, the section properties area is 23.16. So that's pretty much it. You can go through and make any modifications from now on. It's just standard MATLAB. The only unfortunate thing is that that cross section, well, the section properties enumeration did have tab complete. Unfortunately, the cross section does not support that. Hopefully in the future the methods and properties will be available, but in this version of MATLAB, which is 2014B, it's not available. So, but use the log creation. That saves a lot of time, and that's it for this brief introduction. Thanks for listening. To save time, I just went through and updated that simple T script to get all the different section properties. So if you wanted to cut and paste this code, this might be convenient.